Hey there, what do an IKEA bag and a Mexican blanket have in common? Stay tuned and find out. I love IKEA bags. They are the perfect size for so many things. Look at this one and thinking how great that would be for laundry, to help me carry it down the stairs. Instead of lugging a big basket downstairs, to have a bag that was easier to carry, and so I didn't fall, go tumbling head over heels down the stairs trying to get the laundry downstairs. And so I was like, okay, buy some more IKEA bags. And I thought, yeah, but they're blue. So I started thinking about, well, I don't even know, maybe I saw something on Pinterest, I don't know. But I decided I had a bunch of these Mexican blankets. I had picked them up at yard sales for practically nothing. They're pretty. I had them on my Etsy shop. Nobody really wanted them. I used to sell them, but now they don't sell so well. So I had all these great, pretty blankets. So I thought, okay, how about making an IKEA bag, using that as the pattern, and using this as the fabric, and making myself a big, giant tote for all kinds of things. Laundry, picnics, beach, pool, whatever. So I did it. And here's the result. This is the giant one. I've made several that are smaller, but this is the one that is actually based on the dimensions of an IKEA bag. And it's very, very basic pattern. And you use your IKEA bag as a template. So basically what I did was I cut a rectangle. I cut the rectangle 22 or 23 inches by, let's say, 15 inches. My measuring's not exact. So then you take a strip and you cut a strip off your blanket long ways, and you want one of the edges to be the finished edge of the blanket, and that'll be the top of your bag. And then you'll have a raw edge where you cut it. And cut it carefully because it will unravel. Handle it carefully because it will unravel. Then the basic sewing technique is very, very simple. You start on the short side of the rectangle that you cut for the bottom. You put right sides together and you start in the middle. You lay the right sides together and you just start sewing about an inch in. And you just turn your fabric as you go. You sew all the way around. All the way around, staying about an inch in. And then you get back to the point where you started. And when you get back to that point where you started, don't sew all the way to where the two parts meet. Go ahead and sew up to where you've closed your bag now. And then finish off the bottom and sew it to where you close up all the little bits and holes and stuff. And then you just turn it inside out. It's really, really simple. It took me about 5 minutes, I guess. And then on this one, I did the double handles. Now, I really like the idea that IKEA has with the double handles, because if you want, you can carry it with the short ones, or if it gets really heavy, then you can go with the long ones over your shoulder. However, in real life, with laundry and such, all you need is the short handles. I might use these long handles, I don't know, but the next ones I made, I kept it with a shorter handle. So I did this one actually for my laundry, and I do carry it downstairs. I actually sort of line my laundry basket with this. It doesn't completely go around the edges. Throw my laundry in, and then just pick it up and head downstairs. It's great. It's working great. I love it. But for much else, it's a little big. So I decided to make some smaller ones, and I have put these on my Etsy store. This is the first one I did. I love this color. So basically I did the same thing, only I just brought all my dimensions down a little bit. The square on this one is, longer. The square on this one is about 21 inches by 10 or 11, and then that goes down because you're sewing an inch in. The side is 13 inches tall, so I probably cut it at 14 inches. the whole strip down the side. Again, the finished edge of your blanket is the top of your bag. Sewed it along the edge just exactly the same way. Seam meets in the middle of one of the short sides. Then I added handles, and I did the short handles. I actually used part of the blanket for these handles. And I did a little bit of leather, just cut that there just to sort of reinforce those handles. They're actually sewn to the bag, and then all that messy sewing is covered up with a hand stitched leather patch on both sides. So there's 4 patches. There's a lot of ways you can attach these handles. You don't have to use part of the blanket. You can use leather strips, you can use webbing, you can use belting, you can use all kinds of things to make the handles. So just use your imagination to make your handles. And see, that one's smaller. It still has a lot of room. I could put a blanket in here, thermos, towels, swimsuits, lunch, all kinds of things in this bag. So it's great, like I said, for the beach, for a picnic, for the lake. It's really fun. So that one's on my Etsy store, link down below. And then I have another one, and I'm going to be putting on the Etsy store. And this one has leather handles that are attached with rivets. And that was even an easier attachment. I just did 2 leather pieces. You need 2 because the rivets will pull through the woven fabric. So you need 2 leather strips. I just sewed them together here and then put the rivets through, all the way through both sides. Did that in 4 places. And there I have one in this color, and it's exactly the same size as the other one I just showed you, the orange one. So I'm going to get that one listed really soon, but I wanted to share that project with you. Maybe it's something you want to do. It doesn't have to be blanket fabric. It can be anything. You could even use a wool blanket, or you could use just regular fabric, or even quilts, or anything.